Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, DaughterOfIncrease. I'm not gonna do a whole intro, y'all. If y'all don't know me, my name is Denise. I run this ministry and channel, and over here we just talk about Bible studies, book reviews, discussions, and more. And I post twice a week. So it's July 1st. It's currently come on now, wrong thing. July 1st, 3:37 in the afternoon, almost evening time, and I ain't do nothing all day. And so I figured, let me turn this camera on and record because I'll be honest, I don't feel like doing it. But I know that I'm supposed to be making videos for you guys, not because I just want to create content, but because God has told me to, and not doing it is me moving in disobedience. And so, as much as I'm not in the mood, I'm here while baby girl is still sleeping. Hopefully, she sleeps a little longer. She's been asleep maybe an hour now. My brother is drumming. I got my door closed, so hopefully it doesn't wake her up. But I want to come on and just share with you guys how June went and what my plans for July are, and probably share a little bit of Bible reading in this video. We'll see. So for the month of June, I didn't really have any plans. I knew I wanted to intentionally get back into studying the Word. That's just what it was. And so I did study through the book of Nahum. It was only 3 chapters. It took me a while because I just was lazy. I'll be honest, but I enjoyed it. And one thing I have to remember when studying the Word, not every book, not every verse, not every chapter is going to resonate with me, because obviously it was written for a specific time, a specific place, specific people, though there are things I can pull out. I'll be honest, Nahum was one of those books where it's just like, I hear you, Lord, but what is it for me? And it was great to just read it through as if the prophet was still speaking to them, and just acknowledging the fact that this was a prophecy for these people. Like this was a word of the Lord to the people, and it ain't got nothing to do with me. In a sense, don't get me wrong, everything in the Bible is alive and can be used for your life. But Nahum, I was just like, okay. But I did finish my study of that, and then I also challenged myself to do the whole book of Psalms in 30 days. All 150 chapters. And so that's basically 5 chapters a day of reading, which isn't bad, but some of them Psalms can be long. And so I did use a Bible reading plan on the Bible app. I'll link it below, because it was actually really great how they kind of split it up. Some days you were reading 3 chapters, some days maybe 6, because they wanted to make sure by the time you got to chapter 119, you wasn't overloaded, because 119 got well over 150 verses. And so it was a great reading plan. So I did that, and then I did a proverb a day. One of the days I had to do 2, obviously, because it's 30 days instead of 31 days in June. And so I accomplished that. I think I posted on my Instagram that, I had accomplished my 2 reads and my Bible study plan for that month. And so for the month of July, I really want to read through the book of Ecclesiastes as well as Song of Solomon, both written by Solomon. Of course, if I'm not mistaken, Ecclesiastes was written by Solomon. Don't quote me. But I want to read both of those. And for that, I'm going to be using Today in the Word devotional, written by Moody Bible Institute, of course. I don't physically own it. I don't know why. I have all of my devotionals from August 2024 up until now, except for that one. And that one was actually a September 2024 read. And so luckily they do have them on the app. And so I'm literally just going into the app to open it. And I'm going back to September 2024. Yes, September 2024. See if I can open it. They did a study on the book of Ecclesiastes, and so I'm going to be using the devotional, and it basically gives you verses to read in a devotional throughout the day. This is how the app looks. It's called Today in the Word, like I said, and so I'm going to be doing that. They start off with Kings 10:1 to, they start off with, I guess it's First Kings chapter 10, verse 1, all the way to chapter 11, verse 13. Yeah, it's focusing on Solomon. So yes, Solomon did write Ecclesiastes. Got it. I'm making sure I was right. And so I'm going to be going through that to assist. I also have some Bible reading plans. Of course, y'all know I always got to have a Bible reading plan somewhere, somehow, because it just helps to have it on the phone. And I picked out a bunch. I picked out a bunch. Typically, when I do my Bible readings, I'm not really taking study notes or anything like that, but I do want to try. And so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6. I have 6 Bible reading plans on the Bible app. So Vanity, a Study in Ecclesiastes by Thomas Road Baptist Church. And this is a 12-day study. Path to Purpose is, I guess, a short look at Ecclesiastes from Daily Grace Co. So it's just 5 days. I don't know if I physically own that one though, because if I physically own it, then I could take that off. So I have to check my orders because all my studies are in this cabinet and I'm not looking in there. I have Love God Greatly, Ecclesiastes. Now this one is a 54-day study. I'm not taking 54 days just to read through Ecclesiastes. I think it's 12 chapters. I'm just not. And so they break up like chapter 1 into 3 days. So I'm going to tackle the first 3 days in one sitting, if that makes sense. I have Jesus and All of Ecclesiastes video devotionals by Spoken Gospel. I actually did one. No, I didn't do one, but I have one that I'm going through for Zephaniah. Or maybe not. Yes, I have one that I'm doing for Zephaniah. I don't know if it's the same people though. Then I have Ecclesiastes. I don't even know who this is by. This is a 5-day study. It's by Grace Bible Church. Like I said, all of these Bible studies, Bible reading plans will be linked down below. And then I'm doing Through the Word, or Together Through the Word. They have an actual app. I do use the app, but they also have their plans on the Bible app. And so I'm doing their Ecclesiastes Explained. And so I'll, shockingly enough, oh, this is part 2. Lord Jesus, help me. I don't want part 2. Stop this plan. Well, yeah, just stop the plan. Because I don't want to do part 2 if I didn't do part 1. So I'm going to have to look up part 1, obviously. So I'm going to do this as well. So that's 6 plans plus the devotional reading for Together in the Word. Yeah, we have I want part 1. I don't understand why they keep giving me part 2 and not part 1. If not, I can just use the app itself. Yeah, theirs is broken into 2 parts. So part 1, part 2. And so we're going to be doing that part 1 start plan. Thank you. Glad I noticed that. It was a pool. So yeah, they also have, so day 1 really is looking at Ecclesiastes 1. Day 1 and 2 looks at Ecclesiastes 1. So I'm going to be doing those and just taking it one day at a time. And so yeah, to do my Bible reading, I'm going to be using the Every Woman's Bible by Tyndale and the NLT. I used this when I read through the New Testament in a week. I know that sounds crazy. I read it in a week. If you want the reading plan, I will leave it linked down below, or I'll do a post and let you guys see how you can read the New Testament in a week. It is trying. The reason why I use this one is because in this Bible, if you would have seen my review, they actually tell you how long it would take to read a book in the Bible. No book should go over 3 hours or 3.5 hours. And so like for 2 Kings, it says it should take you about 2 hours. And so for Ecclesiastes, to read that, it should take me 30 minutes, right? Literally just to read it through, because it's not that long. And then Song of Solomon should take me 15 minutes. Now, this is if you're sitting through and reading in one sitting. Obviously, I'm not doing that. But when I was reading through the New Testament, I was reading it in one sitting. Okay. And so I'm going to be using this Bible just because I realized when I was reading through the New Testament, I really enjoyed having those articles and those charts and stuff break up the reading every now and then. And so I'm going to be using this as like my daily Bible reading for the day. And so the plan is to read through Ecclesiastes and Song of Solomon for the month of July. If I have more time, I may add another book, but those are the 2 that I'm really like focusing on. I'm still doing my Everyday Gospel Bible with Paul David Tripp and Crossway. Basically, it's the books of the Bible in canonical order in a Bible reading plan for 365 days, also including Paul David Tripp's Everyday Gospel devotional within it. So after reading your set days, you have a devotional in between. And so I'll be honest, I did not read yesterday's reading for June 30th. And so I have to read 1 Samuel 13 and 14 from yesterday, and then I have to do 15 to 17 for today. And like I said, in between our devotionals, and the devotionals really be eating. Sometimes I'll be like, but other times I'll be like, eat it up. And so, yeah, this one is the genuine leather. Yeah, this is a slipcase for it, but the genuine leather, I've been using that from like the time I got it. And so this is just helping me read through the Bible within a year. Longer than a year, because I'll be honest, I've been slacking, but it's okay. As far as devotionals for this month, I want to do devotionals outside of that because I feel like this is just me copying out reading the devotionals in this Bible. And so I'm going to pick back up on Jackie Hill Perry's Upon Waking, starting at day 21. I've never completed this book. I've only made it 20 days far in this book. And so I want to finish it. So I'm going to start at day 21 and read through that. Bible study wise, I will be studying the book of Zephaniah. Zephaniah is 3 chapters long. I am using some reading plans, obviously, on the Bible reading app to assist. I have 3. So together through the word, I'm doing their Zephaniah explained. I have the Day of the Lord, a study in Zephaniah from Thomas Road Baptist Church. And then I have the Zephaniah Jesus in All Scripture video devotional. I was supposed to start Zephaniah, honestly. I was supposed to finish Zephaniah in June, but I was just not feeling it. And so I'm pushing myself to do it for this month. And once I finish that, I want to do Malachi and Micah. Malachi has 4 chapters, and then Micah has 7 chapters. So in essence, it should not take me that long to read through and study through these books. Let's do some math, right? 3 and 4 is 7, and 7 and 7 is 14. So it should technically take me about 2 weeks. I'm probably gonna drag it, I'm not gonna lie, because some days I just don't want to read the Bible. And I'm trying to like snap out of it. And I'll be honest, it's been a trying season, very trying. And I'll also be honest to say, like I told you guys, I really don't like picking up the camera to record sometimes because I either don't have the time or it's very loud. Thankfully with this mic, you cannot hear the amount of drumming my brother is doing. Hopefully you can't, because I know sometimes you can't barely even pick up the fact that my AC is on. I'll see when I go back. But like baby girl is asleep. I'm trying her on a new schedule, getting her up around 6:37. I'll be honest, we didn't do that today because I was just out of it and I'm in pain. My back hurt, my feet hurt, legs hurt. Now, I know why my feet and my legs hurt because I've been doing a lot of walking. I'll talk about that in a second, but my back has been on fire and I've been dealing with the migraine. So I did buy, I think it fell all the way back here. Hold on. Yes. I bought me a migraine relief cap. And it's like a dual type thing. You can heat it up or you can put it in the freezer. And I've been using that to help with my migraines because I don't go to a neurologist until September. So I still have a few months to go for that. And so to sort of try to like balance that out, I've been taking some of the medicines that I still have that I can take. I have to pick up some magnesium so I can take that. But it's not a lot of pills that I can take because I can't take my Naratriptan that I was taking. I can't take my topiramate that I was taking because I have to get those from the doctor. And the ones that I had to throw away because obviously it expired and I don't take expired medication. So, yeah, I've been using that. And so it's kind of hard sometimes to just make videos. And when I do have the time to make videos, like now, I just don't feel like putting on the camera, but I got to stop doing that. And so yeah, spiritually, I'm going to be reading the word, studying the word, getting into my devotional, and also reading books. Now, I've slacked off with my reading for June just because I was out of it. June was supposed to be a fun month of reading because my birthday had passed, but we didn't do that. And so as far as the TBR, I ain't even gonna come up with a TBR for this month because the TBR that I technically set for the last 2 months ain't really happened the way I wanted to. So we just gonna read, and we'll read and find books that, make me happy. But physically speaking, I am going to be doing a lot more of low impact workouts, and that is probably why my feet and my legs hurt. And so typically I take walks outside and I'm walking anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. And I've been walking in sandals because obviously I can't put on sneakers because my toe, and that's a whole nother situation. I had another procedure on my left toe done. So that was the second time on my left toe, 3rd procedure in all. And I may have to go for a 3rd procedure on my left toe, which would be the 4th procedure in all. I'm not really sure. I go back July 8th to see the foot doctor, and we'll see but it looks like she might have to do another procedure. I'm hoping everything swells down and goes down, but if not, I might have to go again, which sucks because I feel like I've been in constant pain, physical pain, since I got pregnant. And if you guys don't know what I mean by that, basically, when I found out I got pregnant, I had been in a lot of pain because of how my baby was positioned. Baby girl was positioned in the middle of my uterus, and it was called like middle portion of my uterus low, and it was causing a lot of pain to my abdomen area as well as my spine and back. And so I have physically been in pain. I was going to physical therapy, then I stopped going to physical therapy because I couldn't do much on my toe at physical therapy, so it didn't make sense to go. And now physical therapy has basically run out for me, and so I have to go to the doctor on the 21st to get a referral to go back to physical therapy. And I think because I haven't gone and because I've been doing so much and not really having the proper postures and how I lay down and get up, I think I've made my diastases recti a little worse because I have some symptoms that I did not have before, which are not fun. And so it's just been pain on top of pain, and it's aggravating. And that's part of what has put me in a slump. But I know everything's for purpose. I know that I have to push through. I know that I can't stay here because obviously my family, meaning my husband and my kids, are looking at me. And then my other family, meaning outside of my husband and kids, my mom, my siblings, my mom and love and everybody, like they're also looking at me. And I do ministry and I can't wear my pain, but the pain has been so intense, y'all. It has been intense, and it's been mentally, physically, spiritually eating me apart. And so I'm opting to do low impact workouts, which is basically walking. I've opted to do the 8K, 10K walks, maybe 15K, who knows. I did order a treadmill, walking pad treadmill type thing from Deer Run is the brand. I'll put a picture here of what it looks like. I really got this one because it was cute and pink. They have like the basic white ones, the basic black, but it was pink. They also have another treadmill that's actually looks like a actual treadmill from the gym that I want to get. It's foldable and it has an incline of 12%, and so that's something I may invest in down the line. But I figured it's too hot for me to be outside. One, I got migraines. Two, baby girl ain't going in that heat. And three, I would be passing out from the heat. And so I said, you know what? Let me get a walking pad. And I was looking on Amazon, but Amazon reviews, sometimes you just be like, I don't know what this is about. And then Deer Run popped up on YouTube and Instagram just because I was searching treadmills. And lo and behold, I hopped on when they were having a great sale. I think their 7th anniversary sale. And so I got a pink one because it's cute. And it'll fit in the house. We don't have a lot of space in here because we have literally outgrown this place. My room is not that big because we're all in here. And so it's a good size to be able to put anywhere, including in the kitchen if I need to walk. And so the point is that I want to move my body because I'm not moving. I am sitting down all day, every day, just lounging in the bed. And I figured while I'm walking on the treadmill or running on the treadmill or jogging, I could listen to an audiobook. I could listen to the audio Bible. I could read a book on my Kindle or my Kobo. I can, think of things to do while moving and keeping my body moving, because not moving and not being physical is not good for my health. It's clearly showing itself now. Like, I can get away with it back in my teens and 20s. I'm in my 30s. We can't do that. And it's a way to keep me active, keep me moving, and allow me to work on my core area as well, because you obviously have to use your core a lot. And so the month of July is just me getting my life together. I mean, that's all there is to it. So it is 3:55. I need to start doing things before she wakes up and before we leave. We're going food shopping today. And so I'm going to turn the air off because I'm kind of cold. I got my coffee here. Until the next couple of clips you will see are going to be me reading my devotional, doing my Bible reading inside of the Everyday Gospel Bible, as well as I'll probably show you guys me reading Ecclesiastes chapter 1 in here, as well as obviously all the devotionals and stuff. Like I said, everything is linked down below. I don't want this video to be too long. And so we're just going to start first by turning this down. Let's just turn it off. I'm hot. I'm cold. So yeah, we're going to start. And so from here on out, I'm not going to be talking. I'm literally just going to have the camera on and you can see me work. Hey y'all. So it's about 4:49. I did my Upon Waking by Jackie Hill Perry. It was pretty cool. Day 21 just talked about like how we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces, principalities, and things like that, and how like we might have an enemy, but they're not the enemy, which was good for me and some things that I've been thinking about and dealing with people. So this was good. And she was coming from Acts 16, that scripture where Paul was being followed by that girl who had the spirit in her, and he spoke directly to the spirit and not her. Acts 16, verses 16 and 18. So yeah, she said, even if they are an enemy, they are not the enemy, and a spiritual reality influences the behavior of everyone we meet. She also talks about how like everything that a person does not mean that it's like a spiritual influence. She says sometimes people's terrible behavior is simply because of their own fleshly nature as fallen human beings, and other times it's because of the enemy's direct or indirect influence. And so that was good. I did my 2 days worth of reading in here. 1 Samuel 13 to 17, I think it is. And basically about Saul being stupid, and how God regretted making him king, and how he basically left Saul, and then how David became anointed, and David and Goliath battle. I learned some things that I really didn't pay attention to, especially the part of scripture. I'll put it on the screen because I don't really know where, but it talks about how like the spirit of the Lord had left Saul, but then the Lord allowed a spirit to come in and torment him. I never really paid attention to that, and it really just, made me think of things. And so when I'm going through this, it's kind of helping me to underline, highlight things that I want to study when it's time to actually study the scriptures. So this is kind of like a guide to what I'm gonna study when I go into those books. But I just read Ecclesiastes 1, and it's been interesting, and it basically just talks about how everything in life is meaningless. Like, just nothing is new under the sun. You can't make wrong things right. You can't make missing things be recovered. And missing in a sense of not like the thing itself, like if I misplace my phone, I can find it, but missing in a sense of like, I don't know how to really state it, but I hope you guys are understanding me. But yeah, it was definitely interesting for sure. So I definitely want to reread it in the Amplified translation, and then I'm gonna get into the devotionals for that. It's over here. So yeah, I'm trying to breeze through things because I do have to leave to go food shopping soon. And so this will also be day 2 of me trying sneakers on. I put on sneakers yesterday because I didn't want to walk in sandals, because I'm tired of walking in sandals and then my feet end up hurting. So I had got 2 pairs of walking sneakers a week and a half ago. I wore one pair yesterday. They were so good on my feet, and so I'm gonna wear the other pair today. And if I like how those feel on my feet, I'm gonna buy more of those walking sneakers. But yeah, I'm just going to get into the reading plans now, and not really take notes, but listen and really like focus on the things that they talk about. So I did my canonical reading plan. Like I said, I read 1 Samuel 13-17. So now I'm going to do Ecclesiastes Explained Part 1 from Together in the Word, or whatever it's called. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 devotionals on the Bible reading app, the YouVersion Bible reading app to go through. And then I'll probably do Zephaniah after I get back from food shopping, because I have 1, 2, 3 of those for Zephaniah, 3 of the Bible reading plans for Zephaniah. So that's what we're going to do now. So I'll chat with you all when I'm done and let you guys know where I am with my thoughts on Ecclesiastes chapter 1. Hey y'all, hopefully y'all can hear me, but it is currently, what time is it? It is currently 5:53. I just finished reading through Ecclesiastes and all the devotionals. I did cut one devotional out because I didn't like the way they have the scriptures broken up. And so, yeah, I did take some notes on Ecclesiastes 1, and I'm going to put my notes on the back for Ecclesiastes 2 and then glue it into the Bible. But yeah, it was really, really good. I enjoyed myself reading it. I'm glad I got most of the things that I wanted to do. I just have to do my Bible study, which will be later on this evening. I'm dressed to go food shopping, so that's why you see me in clothes. I'm going food shopping in probably another 30 minutes or so. And so I have to take a baby girl dress. So I came on just to let you guys know I did complete Ecclesiastes chapter 1. I did do my everyday gospel Bible reading. I did also do my devotional reading. And so I am done for now. When I get back, I'm not going to record because I'm going to be too tired after shopping. But yeah, I'm going to go. I'm in pain. I need to go take Tylenol or ibuprofen or something to alleviate some of this pain. And I'm going to do my Bible study tonight and some reading, hopefully. Yeah, I'm going to read a book on my Kindle, on my Kobo. I haven't decided yet, but that's that for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm trying to keep myself accountable and also sharing with you guys my accountability to myself. And so, yeah, starting off a little rocky for July 1st, but we are going to push through. And so, yeah, let me go get baby girl ready. Get ready to get out of here. If you watch at the end of this video, post whatever this emoji is so that I know that you watched. Let me know if you read through Ecclesiastes, if you read Song of Solomon, what your thoughts are on this Bible, the Every Woman's Bible from Tyndale, if you own it. But yeah, I'm gonna go and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.